So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Molina. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt.
Here's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Gallagher. Now it's Griezmann, looking to play him in. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Bentancur, played out to the left flank. Now it's Griezmann. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Griezmann takes the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Griezmann usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Richarlison. Johnson receives it in a good position here. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Biner. Hangs one, climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
João Palhinha. Sarr. And it's Bentancur. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide.
Might want to be careful there.
Griezmann chasing after it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Griezmann! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Griezmann really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Molina tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! No mistake! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now it's Alvarez. Vaina. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Vaina. It's a goal kick. Tottenham are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he get it? And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
4 added minutes on the board. That is Gallagher. Looking for options for movement.
He'd be disappointed with that.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Gallagher picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play in attack, and players willing to track back at all times. They were very good.
Well, that's it for tonight.